Hi, this is Mr. Avronic. I'm going to go ahead and explain to you your Newton's Laws project for you. Go ahead and give you an idea of what I'm looking for on this project. Obviously, I'm not here today, so this is probably the best way to explain this to you. As you can see on the screen right now, what you're going to do is you're going to create a project over one of the two Newton's Laws we've talked about so far since Thanksgiving. If you take a look at the first paragraph, it says your task is to use Newton's first or second law and create a digital project that defines, illustrates, demonstrates, and explains the law. You will be working in groups of 2 for this project, and you cannot work with somebody you work with on the iBooks project with. You can use any program on your computer or an iPad that you wish to complete the project, and the requirements for the project are below. So basically what that means, if you work with somebody on the iBook project, I'd like you to choose a different partner. I'm kind of leaving it open for you. If you want to use any program on your computer to explain this, great. If you want to go get an iPad and use like the Explain Everything app we used last year to explain the law, great. I'm leaving it kind of open for you and your partner to choose. We've done quite a few projects in 7th and 8th grade, and you have a wide array of different tools in your belt. So go ahead and pick the tool that you feel you do best on and use it. Okay. As far as partners goes, go ahead and choose somebody you're going to work well with, that you'll use all the time wisely. I'm not giving you a whole lot of time to complete this, only 3 class days, so some of this will be expected to be done outside of class. I did give you a weekend in there after 2 work days, so you should have a pretty good idea on Friday after you're finished where you're at and how much you'll need to work on at home. Okay. The requirements, they're listed right here. They're pretty simple. Your group needs to include the following requirements in your project. First things first, you got to define the law. I need to know which law you're doing, and you need to have a definition for it. Second one, I need some pictures or images or other short video clips that are going to reinforce that law. In the past, I've had students do different things like going to the activity room and doing things on the wrestling mat to explain the law. I wish I was here and I could show you some video clips I have on my computer. Friday when I get back, I'll do that for you. But they've done some pretty neat things. I need a demonstration of the law. I need an explanation of the law, what it actually means, and your project needs to be less than 3 minutes long. So if you choose to do an iMovie, if you choose to do an Explain Everything, if you choose to do a PowerPoint and embed video clips within it and have your voice talk behind it, keep in mind less than 3 minutes. So when we present on Tuesday, everybody has a chance to present that day. Okay. Grading for the project. I'm going to zoom down here a little bit. Grading for the project, I'm going to use that same rubric I use every time for one of your projects. Okay, obviously requirements are the biggie. Okay, have the law explained fully, all different parts of the law. I would definitely take a look at your foldable notes and go over everything that you have in there. Creativity on this one's going to be a biggie. I left it pretty wide open as far as what I need on the project, or as far as requirements. Obviously have it defined, have some pictures, have some images, have it demonstrated, explain it to its fullest. Okay, do this creatively. How is your project going to stand out from all the rest? I've had some pretty creative items from you guys over the years, so I expect this to be the same. Depending on the program you use, make sure you use it to the fullest potential. If I do a PowerPoint, I don't just want pictures and words. If you're choosing a PowerPoint or a Keynote, obviously video is embedded into it. Your voice will need to be behind the project. I want it to be pretty seamless as far as when you plug your project in to present it, you don't have to talk. Plug it in. Your voice will be behind it. We'll watch it. We'll listen to it. When the 3 minutes or less is up, we can clap and say good job, and the next person can move on. Okay. Group work, pretty important. We only have 3 days, so you and your partner need to work together. Your use of class time is going to be pretty important as well. If you're going to finish in class all of it, you're going to have to kick it in the rear as far as class time is concerned. Okay, and then the due date, obviously that's always graded. I give you a couple points for that, making sure that's turned in by the due date. Okay, so the project is due at the beginning of class on Tuesday, December 16th, in order so we can watch them all. Next Wednesday, we'll go ahead and review for the test. Thursday, we'll take the test, and then Friday, we'll probably take a look at a science world or something like that. So that's kind of the plan up until winter break. If you have any questions, direct them towards the sub. If it's a pressing question, the sub does have my cell phone number. They can give me a call, and we can hopefully get that question answered for you. But as far as today goes, get your partner chose. You and your partner decide what program you're going to use, whether it's iMovie, Keynote, PowerPoint. Explain everything on an iPad. You could even go ahead and use one of those Puppet Pals or something like that on the iPad. Whatever you're going to choose, get that program chosen, and then go ahead and get your content figured out. Figure out what you're going to say, what points you want to get across for me with the law, and actually draw that on paper out. Maybe write down, we're going to do Newton's first law, and here's how we're going to define it. Here's our demonstration. Here's the pictures we're going to use, and so forth. So use today as a planning day. Okay. If there isn't any pressing questions that can't wait until Friday, go ahead. Maybe try and have the sub shoot me a call or shoot me an email. Even I should be around my computer most of the day today, or I should be able to get back to you with that. So, with that said, go ahead, pick a partner. Good luck, and hopefully we'll see you Friday, and you guys will have some good ideas on paper, ready to go. Maybe do some videoing or something like that. All right, we'll see you Friday. Thanks.